Here we're looking at our new Les Paul Special Tribute models. These models are based off of the original series Les Paul Specials, but they're in our modern line because we added a few modern features, so they're not historic. Most notably, the compensated wraparound bridge. It'll have the sound and feel of the wraparound, but improved intonation because it's the compensated version. It also has little dimples under the strings, so the strings are secure in the slots there. It's available in 2 humbucking pickup configuration or 2 P90. There are classic P90 pickups, and the humbucking pickups are a 490R in the rhythm position and a 490T in the bridge position. They feature rosewood fingerboards with medium jumbo frets, a maple neck, butterbean deluxe style tuners, and our classic 2-volume, 2-tone control configuration. It's available in 4 colors: ebony, vintage satin, vintage cherry satin, natural satin, and a worn white satin. So the worn white satin is almost like a white version of the TV. It's showing the grain, and it's an exciting new finish that we're just debuting for the first time. You can see on the antique natural how the maple, has a nice warm antique cast to it because of that process. And then the satin finish feels really good. It's a very, very quick feel on the neck, so it's very striking. Here we're looking at our new ES line. So the ES model line moved from Memphis back to Nashville. So in 2004 they moved to Memphis, and with the company reorganization, we wanted to keep a handle on quality, and it just made sense to move everything back to Nashville. So the line has been condensed for this year, so we can focus on the quality and make sure that we can build the models that were most successful and most asked for. It starts out with the ES335 satin. It's available in 3 colors: the satin cherry, the satin vintage sunburst, and satin vintage natural. They feature our new T-type humbucking pickups, which are a new version of the T-top pickup, which is an era of humbucking pickups Gibson made in the mid-60s to the mid-70s. So it's a pickup that matches really well with that ES335 style of guitar. They feature dot inlays, rosewood fingerboards, and vintage-style keystone tuners. Next, we step up to the ES335 available in the gloss colors. So we have the 60s cherry, the vintage sunburst, and the ebony available in all of the gloss finishes. Next, we step up to the figured maple version. So the figured maple is, an aesthetic upgrade. We're offering the figured maple with the small block inlays. So it'll still have the same pickups and electronics and sound and performance, just stepped up in terms of the aesthetic upgrades. Next, we have the ES345. The ES345, again, is an aesthetic upgrade. So we have multiply binding on the body, and then we have split parallelogram inlays on the fingerboard. Rosewood fingerboard, and the same T-type pickups, and vintage-style keystone tuners.
Anyway, they had a Gibson double neck there.
From there, we go to the ES339, which is the smaller-bodied ES-style guitar. So it's a downsized version of the ES335 called the 339. That's offered in a plain maple as well as a figured maple body construction. The plain maple has dot inlays, and then the figured maple goes to the small block inlay. On the 339, we decided to use the 57 Classic pickups, which are a little higher output than the T-types and more suited for this particular model, but it's still, a classic PAF voice.
I was sitting in the lobby of the hotel.
Here we're pleased to announce the new Slash collection in our core model line. I'm holding the November Burst finish. It's available in 4 colors. Besides November Burst, we have Vermilion Burst, Anaconda Burst, and Appetite Burst. They're all different takes of Slash's favorite finishes. They feature his new Gibson designed Slash Bucker pickups. He extensively tested them over the course of this year in touring situations. And then all models of each color are color coordinated with his choice of knobs and plastic trim. It has his full Slash full 50 style neck profile, and we have his signature on the truss rod cover. We also enclose a blank truss rod cover in the case if you want to make it look more historic. And then we have his signature logo on the back of the headstock. In addition to the 4 models of the Les Paul that we have here, we also are pleased to announce the Slash J45. So that is available in November burst and Anaconda burst, and then features a 16-inch fingerboard radius. So it's his take on the J45.
Yeah, and I'm still